Da, 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 da. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Bum, 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 bum. What's up, party people? The MOB, the Mob Members Only Baseball. What's going on? What's happening? What's cracking? I don't know if my voice thing is... What is going on here? Am I working? Oh, there we go. I am working. Awesome. Hey, good to see everybody. We had a last-minute hiccup there, so hopefully you can hear me fine, and hopefully you'll be able to hear all the panelists fine. But welcome to episode 11 of season 2 of Mondays in the Mob, and this is a big deal, right? We got rivalry week. We've got one team already. Thank you, Bob Funk. One team already eliminated as of Thursday night last week, and that would be the Yankees. We've got two other teams fighting for that last playoff spot, and they play each other. I mean, you can't even write this shit. It's amazing. Anyway, welcome to the show. And let me bring in the panelists real quick. Listen, we're going to try to be under 90 minutes. I don't want to have to push back the game again because remember, we have to be offline for 30 minutes between streams. So, oh my gosh, Becky, we have a hype train. Yogi's in the house with us as always. Yogi, what's going on with you? How was your weekend?
It was great, but we also have two games where they're playing for first place, I believe.
Kind
of. The
of.
Brewers and the Cardinals and the Cubs.
So I don't disagree that that's the case, but I feel like they're playing more to solidify their second place because it only takes one win by either of you, right?
Yeah,
You're both at two games.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, it could happen.
Technically.
It could happen.
Yes, sir.
If you win, let me look at this. Hold on. And this is something we need to talk about. We need to research this, Keith, as we're talking about it later. So the Cubs and Cardinals, if the Cubs win 2 out of 3 and they're tied, who's got the tiebreaker? If the Mets beat the Brewers 2 out of 3, who's got the tiebreaker? That's what we need to see.
I can tell you off the bat.
Well, don't tell me now. No. Save
okay,
it for later.
Sorry.
Save it.
Right.
Dude, don't shoot your whole load in the first 5 minutes, bro.
No.
We just got here.
Damn, I'm being like Michaela. She's horrible with secrets. There's a spoiler for y'all.
Oh, there you go. Oh, hold on. Hey, Michaela, call me. Okay. Anyway, as you heard, Keith is in the house. Keith, what's going on with you? How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. You know, it was finally warm enough here in Kansas City where I got my first golf round of the year in. So
yeah, how'd that go?
It was pretty good. For having not touched a club in 2 months, it actually wasn't too bad. I only lost, I think, 1 ball. So that's not bad. Somewhat of a success. I'll take it.
Did you go by yourself or did Michaela go with you?
No, it was me and my dad and a couple of the regular guys that he plays with on the weekends.
Gotcha. Okay. And that brings in our final panelist until Ray gets here later. Ray's pretty much a workaholic now, or a vacation holic, depending on where you guys are, clams. And hopefully he'll be here in time to do his rants. That's kind of what I'm hoping. But in the meantime, our final panelist is with us as well. Greg Soto in the house. Greg, what's up? How you doing? Welcome back. How was your weekend?
It was kind of cool, man. My weekend actually, I don't know if you saw my Facebook post, but my dog Marlin, he was on a movie set for the weekend. So I was the dog wrangler and dog coach, and I was taking care of my dog Marlin. He was actually in a movie, in a short film that Bella was a part of, and so he was. I was tending to him, and everybody loved him, and. It was kind of neat. It was kind of neat. I hadn't been on a movie set, to actually do that before.
Right.
I got to see my daughter, be a script supervisor for the director, and I got to coach my dog to go do like 3 or 4 scenes, which is kind of cool. So that was my weekend, man. I did that Saturday for part of the day, and then Sunday as well.
That's actually really cool. And because she's in film school or something like that, right, Bella?
Yeah. She's in her last year of SCAD. Yeah, she's in her last year, and she's this was her 30th short film, pretty cool. And something else. You know what? Since we're talking about the MOB, she's now the executive assistant producer for the Bananas Spanish broadcast, and she's gonna start being the either executive second producer or assistant producer, I don't know what it is, or something like that for the Spanish broadcast when they're gonna start broadcasting in Spanish now, in Spanish channels as well this year.
Now she's been with the Bananas for a while. What did she do before that? for them?
She did camera work.
Okay.
You know, like if you tuned into like YouTube, she was doing like third base. She was over at third base. She's been on the fan cam. She's been in the production room. She got to travel all over the place, all over the country for like the last 3 years. But now she's mostly gonna be stationed here in Savannah, just doing, you know, assisting, producing the Spanish broadcast.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Mike has a question in the chat for you. He wants to know if he can get your dog's autograph.
The paw print. Dude, I tell you what, my dog got treated so well this weekend. It was ridiculous.
Spoiled the shit, I bet.
It was spoiled. He got to eat like chicken that they were making from a scene, peanut butter out of the trash. He got fed like Thanksgiving kind of a dinner type stuff, dude. It was funny, dude. It was funny. It's kind of interesting, dude. When you get called in, I mean, we were literally there. We could have got called in early in the morning, but thank goodness my daughter, being the position that she had for it, she goes, "No, it's okay. You don't have to come in at 7 o'clock in the morning like everybody else."
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
So we were able, dude. When they do that, call time is call time for everybody, bro. And then you just got to chill and wait for your scene to show up, whether you're there for 12 hours or 18 or 24.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
You know, that's the only reason I'm not a Hollywood star. Just so you know.
Dude, and I didn't really think about it that way, but dude, we were there for like 5 hours for 2 fucking scenes on Saturday. It was like 5 hours for 2 scenes. And literally the 2 scenes, Marlon was a pro, dude. He'd never done this before. First clip, he did it in 2 takes, and his second one, he did it in 3. And then yesterday we were there for a couple hours just for like a 30-second clip, and he did it on his second try. Awesome dog, man. Awesome dog.
Attaboy. All right.
So that was my weekend.
That was your weekend. Yeah, it sounds better than what mine was, which I'm going to talk about here during story time probably. But I think Clams was the first one in. It's hard to see behind the thing up there, but it looks like Clams was the first one in, followed by Mike All, Greg Luda, the Beeve is in the house. Members Only Baseball, Dave Axis, Bob Funk, Yogi, Soto, Keith, of course, James Troll. James Troll is here as well. Gunny's in the house. Gunny's just in time for Bob Monday night. Crazy Canuck, good to see you. And is that it? There's only about 15 of us here. Everybody's got, I don't know. Oh, Wink, shut up and call my phone and leave a fucking voicemail.
Heyo.
Yeah, that's an inside.
Bitch.
It's an inside joke. Wink won't leave voicemails for some reason. I think he's afraid of what his voice sounds like or some shit. I don't know what the fuck his deal is. Oh, we got a choo-choo thing. I don't want to leave you a damn voicemail. You're going to do it, bro. You're going to fucking do it, or I'm never going to answer another one of your phone calls. Let me see here. What the fuck else was I going to say? I don't know. Something important, I know. Oh, Gunny throwing a shout-out. That's what it was. The Savannah College of Art and Design. So there you go.
Yep, SCAD.
All right.
Spread out all over that town.
Yeah, it is. A couple, that's a lie. A couple, yeah, call me. See if I pick up right now. A couple quick announcements. I can't stress enough that if you want to come to the convention or not a convention, at least book your hotel room. By the end of this month, when we're 90 days out, I got to start processing orders, and all that shit. So please let me know if you're coming. If you're not on the hotel list yet, I need to know if you're coming because I got shit to order. I think I've said this before, but the first night we're going to have a welcome dinner on that Friday, followed by some karaoke time. Clams is going to lead the show. She's going to be the first one to sing because she's the one who wanted it. Saturday, we're going to play some games. Then we're going to go to the Knoxville Smokies where we have a whole area reserved for ourselves. That's going to have the barbecue food and all that stuff. I think that ends up being... what's the price? Whatever the price I said in the chat. I don't even remember what it's cost. And we get a whole row of seats in addition to the area. You can see the area just a little bit on this graphic. That red, kind of reddish countertop right there. And then behind, there's a big space. And behind that is where all the food's lined up. And then that row, that very last row in that section right behind, except we'll be on the first baseline, is the whole
I'm
row.
glad the Twitch people can see because we can't see anything in the booth here. But
Oh,
He's waiting for Ray to get here.
Can see it.
He's waiting for Ray to get here.
Dude, I can't. Dude, I am shocked that Yogi didn't say something like 5 fucking times already.
Oh no, I've been waiting because Ray's going to be late. I figured you were waiting. You didn't want to mess
Oh yeah,
up.
yeah.
You'd have to do
I'm
it
gonna
again
wait
for Ray.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till 11 o'clock to fucking share my screen. Anyway, so there you go. Now you can see it. That little red spot, that's going to be our front seat thing. There, behind that, there's actually some high tops and stuff, and then behind that, there's another counter with all the food and stuff. But we'll be at the
Can
one.
you
on the
go
first
over the
base
last 15 minutes before this minute that you just showed us?
Yeah, I would love. Yeah, I would
No, we're
love
trying to go
Yeah,
on.
I would love to because I don't want it because I want the game to start at fucking 12 o'clock when Ray shows up. All right, so that's it. I can't stress enough that you guys need to get your hotel reservations in. Also, there's another convention, so I'm hoping we have rooms left. He is waiting for me to leave a voicemail. That is how discombobulated he is that I haven't left one. No, I mean, I'm always technically waiting because you never send one. So, but it's not like affecting my life right now. Winkler, you don't affect my life. I feel like a teenager yelling
Other things do.
I feel like a teenager yelling at my parents. You don't own me. All right. Story time with Godfather, real quick. I got to fucking vent. All right. I got to vent a little bit. So back in December, before we went to California, is that we went to Cadillac. My feelings on voicemails, like my feelings on human. Oh fuck, here we go. Yeah, if Winkler had a choice, we'd have 100 teams with only owners and all AI players. 100 owners and no fucking human players. Back in December, before we went to California for the holidays, I took Lisa's car in to get a couple things fixed. And I don't know if I've shared this a lot, but I've had a lot of issues with the Cadillac service here in Knoxville. And I've had to lose my shit with them a couple times. And I ended up losing my shit with them because it was this dash cover situation. Because she's got the XT6. It's I guess an SUV, and the dash is leather. But these XT6s have a they're kind of known for having this dash issue where eventually the leather stuff it comes up from the dash, right? So we had it replaced a couple years ago, and then it started coming up again. So I took it in December before we left. And it's like a half an hour labor, but the fucking part, the whole leather dash is like $1,400, right? And and I got this new fucking service guy. So my service guy's gone, and I got a new one. I'm like, okay, so this could be beneficial because I had problems with the old one. This fucking new guy didn't know his ass from a fucking hole in the ground. So he tells us, hey, he calls me and he goes, yeah, sorry. When we replaced that dash cover the last time, it had a 2-year warranty that superseded, the car warranty or whatever. By the way, Lisa's car is still bumper to bumper under warranty because I bought the extended warranty when I got it. It only has 68,000 miles on it, and we've only had it 3 years. And he fucking calls. He says it's not covered because the 2-year one expired 5 days ago. And I said, do you think that fucking dash cover just came up in the last fucking 5 days? No. I said, and besides that, I bought the fucking highest fucking warranty you have that covers fucking everything. So I don't give a flying fuck if it's 12 months, 18 months, 24 months from when that happened. It should be covered by the regular thing. So him and I went fucking round and round. He talked to the fucking people, blah, blah, blah. And they finally gave in and they fucking covered it, right? All right, sweet. The other thing I told him, I said, hey, I'm feeling when the car downshifts from second to first, I got a clunk like a couple different times, not on a regular basis, just, once every 6 weeks or whatever. I said, I'd like to get that checked out. So I'll do that when I get back from California. So in the midst of all the other shit that you guys know I've been dealing with since we got back from California, I took the car over there the first week we got back there. And they do an inspection for the transmission. And by the way, let me just know. Raise a hand. I know I can't see you, but show of hands. How many people know every little detail of their fucking owner's manual for their fucking vehicle that they currently drive? Every single fucking detail. I know there's not going to be any hands because nobody fucking knows, right? But what I do know is that service should let me know when shit's got to be done. And every single time they've told me, if it's fuel injectors or a air cabin filter or whatever the fuck it is, I always replace it when they say to replace it because I always want to stay on top of shit. I don't memorize the whole fucking thing because I expect they'll let me know what needs to be done every time I fucking come in to get the car serviced, right? Well, remember this point, I think the car had 67,000 miles. This motherfucker calls me back and says, they won't cover anything with your transmission. Never mind the fact that they don't know if there's anything wrong with it because they can't take it apart to look. But they can't cover anything to even look at it because at 40,000 miles or 45,000, I was supposed to have a transmission flush. And I was like, well, why the fuck didn't you guys tell me? And I told him exactly what I just told you. Every time you tell me blah, 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 blah. And he goes, I don't know. Let me talk to the warranty people. He calls the warranty people. Then calls me back. You know what he tells me the warranty people said? He said, well, they say you have the owner's manual, so you should know better, and basically it's on you. I said, let me talk to the fucking warranty department right now. So they put the warranty bitch on. Her name is, I think it's Karen, actually, believe it or not. And her and I fucking went round and round on the phone, and I was fucking livid. They wanted to charge me $10,000 to take my transmission apart, see if there's something wrong with it, and then put it back together. I was like, are you smoking dick? I'm not paying you $10 fucking dollars, let alone $10,000. I said, don't touch my fucking car again. I'm coming to get it. You guys can fuck off. So I go to get it. I get it back, whatever. And I go home. Then I get a call back a few days later that they've got the fucking dash cover to bring it in, blah, blah, blah. But now the motherfucker's trying to tell me that I got to pay for the labor. I was like, you know what? I'm bringing it in, and fuck this. I went and I found the fucking GM of the whole dealership. And I said, I need a minute of your time. And we went into an office, and I lost my shit on him for 20 fucking minutes about every single thing, going all the way back from when I first bought the car. Every single fucking thing that happened. And when I got to the transmission, you should have seen the size of this motherfucker's eyes. He's like, wait a minute, they told you what? I was like, yeah, they told me basically, fuck you, Dave. It's on you because you didn't fucking memorize the entire fucking owner's manual from fucking cover to cover. And so he goes, hold on a second. He walks out the fucking door, goes to service, comes back maybe 5 minutes later, and says, no, fuck off, Michael. He goes, hey, no problem. He goes, that's taken care of. He's like, you don't have to pay the labor on the dash cover. And he goes, I don't understand why they just didn't put the transmission under the powertrain warranty, which you have for like another 3 fucking years and another 40,000 miles. I said, that's what the fuck I was saying. So I shit you not. I walk out of his office. I walk across the showroom floor towards service. And this guy is literally running to me and apologized so much. I swear to God, I thought he was going to drop my pants and start sucking my dick right there on the fucking showroom floor in front of everybody. It was unfucking believable. I think this guy almost got threatened with being fired. So needless to say, they now took the car last week. I dropped it off on Monday. I just got it back on Friday. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I need a new transmission. There's fucking shavings, metal shavings in the transmission fluid. They had to have a guy from GM come out last week to inspect it because they have to authorize or approve the fucking, if it gets a new transmission. And I was like, wait a minute. Every time I come to service here, don't you guys check the fluid levels and you never saw metal shavings in the fucking transmission fluid? What kind of fucking service am I getting here? Anyway, needless to say, I told the fucking GM, I said, this is supposed to be the fucking luxury brand of Cadillac. You have an F1 team now, for God's sake, and you treat people like fucking dog shit. You don't treat us like we own fucking luxury vehicles. And I told him, I said, I will never own it. If you guys don't fucking write this ship, I will never buy another Cadillac again. I will campaign about how fucking shitty this brand is and how shitty your service is and to never buy a fucking car here ever again. And now everything's peachy keen because they're jumping through hoops to fucking please me. So I'm happy. And but the fact that I had to fucking get my panties in a fucking bunch for a whole week just to be happy kind of pisses me off. Yogi, your thoughts on my Cadillac situation as we go around the horn before the next segment.
Oh, I joined in. Hold on. I'm sorry. I joined in at a good time to hear Dave's panties are in a bunch, so now I'm horny.
Yeah, perfect timing. If you'd have checked your flushed out your transmission at 45,000 miles, you wouldn't be having this problem.
Okay, fucking hang up on Yogi.
No,
Keith,
in reality, your shavings go to the very bottom of your pants.
So they wouldn't have. But think about this though, Yogi. When you go to buy a used car, you take the top off the fucking oil, all that stuff, and to see the threads, right? To see if there's fucking shavings and threads. Why couldn't you just see that?
No, they're not going to be up there. They're going to sink to the very lowest point of your transmission, which is the pan. That's where you'll find them.
Either way.
So the only way to find them like that is to take the pan off, and then you're opening up the transmission.
Either way, Keith, come on, bro. It's supposed to be.
No, either way, they're wrong. They're wrong.
I told him, I said, I'm going to go back to fucking Mercedes because I got treated like royalty. Actually, this is what I told him. I said, I've been over to Mazda because the same ownership, the Cadillac dealer and the Mazda dealer are right next to each other. And they're owned by the same people, the same ownership. I said, I go to Mazda and I get treated like royalty. I said, at Mazda, I get treated better there than I do at fucking Cadillac. That's a fucking problem. Keith,
That
what do
is
you?
a problem.
Yeah, Keith, what do you think about that?
Man, I just think car dealerships in general are just trying to get one on you however they can, and that's just how it is.
I
As
think so,
fucked
but
up as that is.
But bro, when I bought Lisa's car was 2 years old with 20,000 miles. It was still a $50,000 vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I bought the extended warranty on purpose just for this reason, right?
Right.
So you're going to charge me what? I don't know what's an extended warranty, probably a few grand, right? So now I'm
Something
talking
like that,
55. You add in the tax or whatever, probably what 58,000. You're talking almost a $60,000 vehicle, and you're going to nickel and dime me about the fucking half-hour labor it takes to put my fucking dash cover on. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
It's fucking
that's
stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm grateful that I have not had to deal with anything like that with my cars yet. Although I have had to get multiple cars, that's a whole other story. But
I've
I'm
owned. I think my Mazda is the 22nd or 23rd car I've owned in my lifetime. It's not like I'm a rookie at fucking buying cars.
right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Soto,
Yeah.
your thoughts on this?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're right. I've had my dealings with, well, I only had one dealing when we bought my wife's BMW. She went in for scheduled maintenance, and the fucking guy was trying to upsell her on some bullshit. We already had it covered, and my wife was like, "Hey, this guy's like really weird. He's like wanting us to pay this, but didn't we just pay for this and this?" And I'm like, "Hold off, give me a minute." I called over there, and then I showed up, and then I started showing up like 2 times afterwards because my wife was getting treated like not shitty.
No, because
but
she's
just-
a woman, bro. Right? That's what they do when they see a woman come to the dealership.
He kept on trying to upsell her on shit that we had already coverage for. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, no, this is not what we want. This is what you need to do. Yeah. So I've had my run. So I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
I didn't have issues like you have the issues with the shavings and shit like that. But it was just like general stuff, and but yeah, dealerships can, man, if you let them slide you with some bullshit, dude, they'll continue to slide, and they'll keep you charging for shit that you sometimes already have coverage for. And if you're not on your P's and Q's, man, you'll fucking pay double.
Dude, fuck that. They just rebuilt that fucking whole dealership, and I was ready to burn that motherfucker to the ground already. Ray, did you even hear the story, or should I skip you?
No, I heard panties in a bunch.
So you just heard the ad part. Okay.
Yeah, I heard the only part I wanted to hear.
Of course you did. All right. So anyway, there's my story time, folks. I haven't had one in a couple weeks, and but this week I got so fucking heated that I had to share that. My bad. Actually, not my bad. That was fun. I feel better now that I vented. Thank you, everyone. This is like a fucking this is therapeutic for me. I like it. Thank you to all my counselors and therapists: Greg Soto, Ray Bashan, Special K, and Yogi Bar. All right, folks.
Am I getting paid extra?
Last week, checks in the mail, bro. It's with my transmission.
I'm gonna be at my mailbox for 2 weeks and be like, wait a minute.
They can't put a transmission in the mailbox. Okay. Listen, last week, folks, there were no bullet points, if you remember, because Bullet was trying to get his stuff together with his job situation. I got a DM from him a few days ago. His 86-year-old mother is in the hospital, and he is there with her, so he has not had time to do bullet points this week. He said, when it rains, it pours. My 86-year-old mother had to be taken to the emergency room with chest pains. Turned out she has pneumonia and some other shit in addition to her lungs on top of that. The heart stuff is still pending. This is a fucking nightmare. Needless to say, no bullet points, blah, 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 blah. So I would just ask all of you to pray for Bullet and his family. Send him well wishes, good thoughts, all that stuff. He's a prominent member here in the mob family. So guy's going through it right now, right? He's not lying. When it rains, it pours. So he's dealing with that whole job thing. And now on top of it, his mom's really sick. So Bullet, just know we're here for you, bro. Whatever you need, you let us know. We're praying for you, sending you well wishes, the best thoughts, etc. So just, let us know what you need and come back when you can. We're here. We're not going anywhere, so we'll be here when you get back. What's
We're
next?
just really setting up the show for like the greatest bullet points ever.
Oh yeah, dude. If he comes back and listens to my Cadillac rant, I expect a bullet point off of that for sure.
And we're gonna have like 3 weeks worth of bullet points to go through.
I do. We might just do it. Just FYI. What is it? This is episode 11, so probably like episode 14 is just going to be an hour and a half of bullet points for him catching up to all the shows. Let's segue to fucking baseball. You guys want to talk some baseball? It's kind of why we're here. Let's start with the standings from last week. I know that Thursday night the Orioles win combined with the Yankees' loss against the Giants, eliminated the Yankees before we even got to rivalry week, which kind of downplays the rivalry between the Orioles and Yankees. If you've seen the schedule already, which we'll go over in a minute, they have the worst time slots possible due to not a whole lot going on. But Yogi, let me start with you. We'll work our way around the horn here. We talked a little bit about it in pregame, but Cubs. Oh, actually, at the beginning of the show, now I think about it, Cubs, Cardinals, Brewers, Mets, playing for first place / really trying to solidify the second spot. But as we know, for the kickoff game tonight, or the pitch-off game, I should say, the Giants and the A's. Who would have thought just a few weeks ago that the A's would be playing for survival just to make the playoffs against a Giants team that had been in the basement all season long?
Me. I've been telling y'all.
I didn't say what you wanted. I said who would have thought.
Yeah. No. I've been telling y'all all along. That's the team to watch out, those Giants. Big time. I mean, I've never would have picked the A's being down there, but somebody has to be. I mean, it's a tough division, top to bottom.
Didn't the A's just sweep a team a couple weeks ago? Like either you or the Mets or somebody.
They beat us 2-1.
Or 2-1.
They beat us 2-1.
Yeah, it blows my mind that the A's are in last place. It's only a game over 500. Although, ironically, Keith, if the A's were in the OG division, they'd be leading the division. That's what a difference. You're going from leading the division at 14-13 versus maybe not making the playoffs with the same record.
Yeah, it's crazy. And we talked a little bit about this last week, how the numbers say that really no one was out of it. And of course, for the Yankees, it didn't go their way, but for the Giants, it did. That's how it goes in sports sometimes. We've seen late season pushes for the playoffs in the MLB seemingly every year for years. I think, I forget the team who it was last year. I think it was like the Guardians or something.
In real baseball. That. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Was it? Are you talking about the Tigers that thought they had it all wrapped up, and then the Guardians passed?
Well,
right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's an example of the opposite effect.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we've seen that in real life, and I mean, there's no reason why it can't happen in simulation sports.
So Winkler in the chat says the A's swept the Mets and then beat the Brewers 2-1, and then Gunny says the A's beat the Cardinals head-to-head. They just beat the 3 best teams in the league by record, and this is mind-boggling that a team who just came out beating the Brewers, Mets, and Cardinals is fighting for their playoff lives.
No, I mean, you can't always rely on Greg Soto, and it seems like that's all the Athletics are doing is just relying on their pitcher to get them through the game. Their bats can't get hot periodically. I can't really say much because I don't pay attention to the Athletics at all, which is pretty much most of this mob league. Nobody likes the Athletics. Nobody pays attention to them. I'm sitting next to
I thought everybody hated the Yankees. Now it's the Athletics.
And tell me to shut my fucking mouth.
I mean, I don't know if that's. I mean, let's be honest though, and I'm gonna go to Soto on this. Soto, at the beginning of the season when we all did our predictions, you had the most votes, I believe, to win your division. The A's had that roller coaster, first half of the season, whatever, and you've beat some really good teams. What's been the difference? Is it pitching, like Ray said? Is it lack of hitting? Is it just everybody happens to show up at one time and then not show up another time? What's the deal going on in Las Vegas right now, where instead of winning the division, you're fighting for playoff survival in the last week of the season?
Well, I said it. I'm not going to say that Ray's right, but I mean, I don't like agreeing with Ray. But I've said it before. It starts and ends with my pitching, and my pitcher sucked last week. Like I'm even surprised we won one game last week. So, cause they suck. I mean, I sucked. I really sucked. My relief pitching sucked. The starting pitching sucked. Yeah. And then, sometimes teams just don't show up, man. It's just like the hitting. I mean, there's a bunch of times. One thing that we've had issues with is leaving men on base. It's an ongoing thing that it's like, I know how to fix it, but I'll just leave it at that. But it's not getting done. So it's just like, what am I going to do? Yeah, it's just a whole combination. And you look at this, it's like, dude, it's for real. It's like, even the Giants, anybody that you put basically from the newbie division would be in first place in the OG division.
It's wild. Like, that's wild.
Dude, it's just that, dude, our division is that good. Our division is that good that you cannot have a week off. You just can't.
Yeah.
You can't. You just can't have it that way. You can't. And, when we had midseason, we did. Like they said in the chat, we were able to sweep the Mets. Then we beat the Brewers 2-1. We swept the Cardinals. We also beat the Cubs as well. So it's just like, dude. But then we lost to the Brewers. We lost to the Mets. We lost to the Giants.
Got swept 2 or 3
and
times.
It's just up and down roller coaster, dude. Right? I think the Athletics have experienced everything. Look, my pitcher had the perfect game. A complete game. Well, not perfect game, but a complete game. No hitter. Like, dude, it's like, I think the Athletics have done just about everything that you can in a baseball season in 27 games.
Yeah.
And it's just a tough division, dude. It just is. It just is. And it's just,
no, it is.
That's how it's been this year.
Dude, thank God I didn't say top 4 teams go to the playoffs, because it might just be one division. I don't know the tiebreakers between the Cards, Giants, and Athletics, but could you imagine if I did that and it was all the fucking newbies and no OGs made it?
It's the Athletics. We beat the Cubs. And we swept the Cardinals.
And the Giants.
One thing to point out.
Yeah, go ahead, Yogi.
The only tiebreaker that could even come into play is the Orioles and Cubs. Because if the Cubs win 3, they win. If the Cardinals win 1, they win. If the Brewers win 1, they win. If the Mets, so their only tiebreaker could possibly happen is the Orioles and Cubs, because they could both do the same thing, playing different teams.
It's 3 from each division that gets in, right?
No, so just to recap, yes, it's 3 from each division, but so the last place team for each division will play in what we're calling the Suckway Series. Thanks to Mike All for naming that. Number 3 plays at number 2 for the wild card. The top team, so in this case right now would be Cardinals, Brewers, get a bye, and they play the winner of the wild card round between number 2 and number 3. The home.
And what are those? What are those, like 3 game sets, 5, 7?
Yeah, I think
seven's the championship, right?
Yeah, I think I went 3, 5, 7, but I always like to check. So if you guys if somebody wants to look into it in depth, go to Mob Orders, and I pinned it. But I want to make sure I tell you guys the right thing. So wild card. No.
I think it was 3, 5, 7.
No, it's 5, 5, 7. Look at me.
5, 5, 7. Okay.
Yeah. So wild card. So the wild card will go probably with 5 games. I don't want to go 1, 1, 1, 1.
It would be 2 home, 2 away, 1,
and then 1
back at
home. Yeah, I think it would go 2, 2, 1 on that.
It would be 2, 2, 1.
Yeah. So let me double check. So right here it says Suckway. Oh, that's what it is. The Suckway Series only gets 3 games. The wild card gets 5. The divisional championships give 5. And then the Robo Classic gets 7 this season, which will be fun, especially since, when you're down to that, you can play 2 games in a night, so it's not a big deal. Real quick, I'm going to give everybody like 10 to 30 seconds max, and I'm just going to cut you off. Yogi, I'll start with you. Other than the A's, what surprises you going into the last week here, standings-wise?
The Yankees only having 8 wins. I thought they would, after progressing for most of the season, they would get better near the end, and they just never did.
Seemed almost to be the opposite, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did. Keith, 10 to 30 seconds. Surprises for you.
Yeah, I think number 1 for me is the Orioles, especially with the dominance that they had last season. Their struggles this season, what the heck happened? They went from best offense in the league to second to last in runs.
We can't score more than a fucking run a game. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Although it seems like we woke up the last couple weeks just in time for the playoffs, so that's kind of good.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't hate that.
That's definitely my.
I like last season.
Right. Yeah. Right. So Ray, what would we rather have? dominate the season, suck in the playoffs, or suck in the season and dominate the playoffs. That's pretty much a no-brainer.
I mean, I wrote about this in my rant, so I'm not going to get too much into it.
Yeah.
But definitely, I mean, my option would be dominate the playoffs and then go into the postseason and dominate them.
Yeah,
but
that wasn't an option. That was option C, big boy.
That can never be a fucking option. This ain't the NFL. It's not rigged. It's not rigged for the Patriots or the Chiefs or the Eagles to fucking win. This is baseball. We don't do scripts. The only scripts that there are is make Dave look good every week. Was I not supposed to say that, Dave? I'm sorry.
No, you're not supposed to say it out loud, but I mean, it is what it is. What else? I mean, you kind of made me look good by saying that, so I'm cool with it. Soto, you got the last 30 seconds here. Other than your team and maybe other than the Orioles, any other surprises? Anything jump out at you with the standings going into the last week of the season?
Yeah, kind of like I think what Yogi said, just the Yankees not, or whoever, the Yankees not having double-digit wins, just because everything's like so damn competitive, man. I'm surprised that you can't get to double-digit wins. That's weird to me. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, look, it was going to be competitive in the newbie division. I mean, and then just the Yankees. I'm not. Look, you could have an up and down as long as you're hot. Going towards the playoffs, like you guys said, I mean, the Orioles will be fine.
Yeah, I think the fact that the Yankees could lose their 20th game tomorrow night is kind of surprising. That kind of blows me away. To lose 20 games in a 30-game season is pretty wild. I'm surprised by that. Moving on to the updated KMPR. Keith, I'm going to let you run with this. You've added a nice little bonus in there to let us know who's moved, who's stayed, who's gone up, who's gone down. I got to tell you, when I read this, I was a little disappointed and surprised that the Orioles did not move up at all from 7th. It seems like the last 2 weeks they haven't moved, even though they've won 2 series in a row. Talk to me about the Orioles and then give us some overview before I go to the critics here right afterwards. Or you can be muted and not tell us anything.
I didn't even realize I was muted.
You're muted, bro.
Okay. So basically, the Orioles got screwed because the Giants won their series and jumped so high. Because as you can see, the Giants jumped 2 spots.
Yeah, but the Cardinals also won a series. So how can they jump over us?
Well, it's because the Cardinals. So you see the number there, 0.477.
Mm-hmm.
That's less than last week for the Cardinals. So the Cardinals' actual value dropped, but it was very, very similar. And the Cubs went up. Or no, I'm sorry, the Cubs went down because they lost their series. But it wasn't enough for the Orioles to jump the Cardinals or the Cubs because the Orioles were just so far behind the Cubs and Cardinals last week.
Yeah, so the Orioles went up from 4.42 to 4.55. Giants went from 4.54 to 4.98. But the Giants played the Yankees. They played a worse team than the Orioles did.
Well, I can tell you why that's probably the case. I suspect that that's the case just because they swept and they won, I believe, a couple games by multiple runs. So that really helps their run differential. One of the big factors in the KMPR is largely determined by your run differential. And so if you can have a better run differential, but not necessarily a better record, then you're going to get benefited from that. And that's basically what happened with the Giants as opposed to, say, the Cardinals. Because if I look at my individual stats here, the Cardinals and Giants are very, very similar in their run differential. And so you would think that they'd be pretty close in their actual nominal value, but I think who the Giants have played probably also helps them in this case. I don't know. Like I told you in private, Dave, I had to go back and double check these numbers because when I saw the Giants were 4, I was like, what the hell? But I went back and literally wrote it out by hand, and yeah, it's correct.
That's wild.
If you go back to the standings, this is exactly what we just talked about, though. The top 4 teams in the newbie division would be ahead of everybody, basically, from the OG.
Mets, yeah,
I think the one exception to that, I think the Cardinals have the tiebreaker over the Giants because they won the series in week 1. But I think that's the only. Yeah, I think that's the only exception there.
It literally mirrors exactly what we were talking about.
And the fact that the Cardinals are actually leading the division by 2 games, but they're behind the Cubs in the KMPR.
Right.
That's the Nate effect.
That's it. Wait, does that mean? Oh, is it because he has more strikeouts than you, Soto? Oh, wait, no, he doesn't.
Yeah. That's the Nate effect.
Yogi, let me go to you first. Your reaction to the KNPR?
I can't go with the Cardinals being behind the Cubs and maybe the Giants and A's.
I can't believe the Giants are in fourth, bro. Come on.
That's been coming. I mean, and they're sitting there tied with the A's now. So how can you take them so far away from the A's? I would just have the Cardinals up a little higher. I mean, 5th, 4th, 3rd, somewhere in there. But, Orioles and Yankees I'd have at the bottom 2. The Brewers and the Mets I'd have at the top 2.
I mean, I can't argue. Here's the thing. And Ray, I'll go to you next. I don't have a problem with the Cardinals and Cubs being ahead of the Orioles. I have a problem with the Giants being ahead of the Orioles. I just do. But your thoughts, your overall thoughts on? I have a problem with the Giants existing in real life. So whatever. Ray, your thoughts on KNPR for week? I guess technically this is through week 9.
The only thing I really like about the KNPR each and every week is just the Brewers being number 1. That's just the greatest fucking thing in the world. And it's either the Yankees or the Giants, always in dead last. It's literally the highlight of my life. Besides bullet points, which has now become my favorite thing, and I do miss it greatly, and I hope his mom pulls through. Just seeing the Brewers and the Yankees or the Giants on the bottom is just music.
It's just, and then he went out, and then we lost him.
It's just music to my fucking ears.
Oh, there you go. Soto, you get the last word, and I'll have Keith wrap this up. Oh, Winkler, hashtag that doesn't seem to fucking matter in the regular season, so we're saving ours for the playoffs this year. That's a really long hashtag, but whatever. Soto, your impressions of the KNPR Week 9? Yeah,
just like I said before, man. It just, to me, just basically almost mirrors what we were talking about before with the standings, man. And like he said, the only difference is just the Cubs and the Cardinals. But other than that, I mean, it's right there, man. The newbie division, dude, is just that strong, man. It's just that strong.
Which I don't understand, because you guys have to play each other twice. You only play us once. So technically, you guys should have your teams in that division should have more losses, because you beat up on each other.
But the thing is that we all swept each other. Like, okay, so like we got swept by the Giants, then we swept the Mets. The Brewers swept somebody. The Giants swept somebody else. It's like, dude, it's just like that.
That's pretty wild.
I mean, we swept y'all earlier in the season.
Who?
Yeah, like I said that.
The A's. Wait, Brewers swept the A's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith,
I mean, even your catcher in the chat goes Giants over O's.
Who's my catcher? Are you talking to me or Soto?
Clams.
Oh, me? My list,
Yeah.
Brewers. Yeah, but she's probably tired from a long drive, so I don't take that seriously.
All of a sudden, Clams doesn't know how to type?
Yeah, well, dude, she just drove for 6 hours, so you know how it is after a long drive, Soto. You're not thinking clearly.
I think the Brewers went 11-1 against the OG division.
Oh,
we got it.
I'm
sorry.
To check that.
10-2. I'm sorry, 10-2.
I was going to
Cardinals
say
beat us twice.
Even that sounds a little
Right.
far fetched.
Cubs, Orioles, and Yankees. Yeah.
Are we really undefeated against the? I don't believe that for a second.
We're gonna have
Maybe
to.
we were
We're gonna have to fucking stat check that.
maybe
but
8-4.
before we stat check that,
10-2.
Keith, put a bow on this Week 9 KNPR for us so we can move on.
So I actually just took a look at the data that I have in the KNPR. I believe the reason why the Giants are ahead, like so far ahead numerically of the Cardinals and Cubs, I believe that is because I have the Giants at number 1 in my strength of schedule. I'm doing air quotes, strength of schedule metric, and the Cardinals and Cubs are tied for last. So I believe that is the difference.
So the Cubs
we all play the same teams.
Oh, wait, hold on a second.
Wow.
Yeah, wait, Yogi, say what you said, and then Soto, say what you said, because you guys both talked at the same time.
We all play the same teams. I don't know how strength of schedule would have any variable in it.
Because up to now you hadn't played all the same teams.
Well, part of it is you play everyone in your division twice.
Oh, that's true too. Soto, what were you going to say?
I was just gonna shit on Nate. The Cubs have one of the easiest schedules, and yet they have a losing record. It's got to be the Nate effect.
Oh, snap. Wait, do they have a losing record? No, they have a losing record, do they?
Mhm.
Yeah, they're 3 games below 500, 12 and 15.
Oh, yeah. They are. That's right.
It's the Nate effect.
All right. Hey, Keith, so I was going to pull up the next segment. I was going to pull up the stats again. Is the stat sheet updated for the league leaders?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Yep.
I didn't want to broadcast it just in case it wasn't. So,
Yep.
Did you see much movement this week in any particular categories?
Not seeing enough movement.
Yeah, I mean, I don't look week to week, honestly, that often. So I think the one name that I believe, I don't think they're a new entry to batting average, or they might have been. I saw Mickey Melillo there at number 3 in batting average, and I think number, 6 or 7 in on-base percentage. That name jumped out to me.
I don't remember if he was on last week or not, to be honest with you. Does anybody on the panel remember?
I on batting average last week? What the hell?
You weren't. You're in 10th now. And
Holy shit.
Whitey Herzog was on it and dropped off.
Oh, there you go. I do remember Whitey Herzog. I don't remember if Mickey was on there or
Hack
not.
Wilson. I don't know if Hack. Yeah,
but
Mickey couldn't have gone up there.
I was going to say, there's no way he went from below 222 to 312
to
in one.
312.
Yeah.
220, 221.
Well, I will say you would be surprised. There are some crazy weeks.
People who go 0 for 9 and shit in a week.
Dude, oh my God, it's crazy. Your batting average can jump like literally 100 points, even at this point in the season. It's insane. Granted, you'd have to go like 7 for 9 or something like that.
I still see a lot of David Leathers. I still see a lot of David Leathers, a lot of Bullets, a lot of Jack Gaines, all the same.
The leaders, the leaders at the top is all the same people. Pretty much. I think the order might be different. Like I want to say Jack Gaines was 3 in OPS last week, and Leathers was 2, and now they're flipped. But yeah, it's largely the same people. I do want to point out, if you go to RBIs real quick.
I thought Ray tied Dave.
Hey, hold on. Before we go to RBIs, I want to talk about something a little more.
Oh, you know what?
Did you not update the stolen bases?
That's got to be updated.
Wait.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Ray's not on it.
Well, because I had stolen bases last week too, though.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
We are updating stats in real time, folks.
We're just gonna take this and just do that. All right.
Oh, we are not updating stats in real time, folks.
I'm just putting my name up there.
We're just gonna do that, and we're just gonna go.
You want drum rolls?
Are you actually updating it? Anyone but all right. Fuck this. Hold on a second.
Yeah, well,
and this segment is gone from the show.
Good night now.
Just update it while we're doing everything else.
That's how I feel. Soto, that's how I feel. All right.
Soto.
Hey, let's talk pitching stats real quick. Ducati's still leading ERA, but it went up.
The clown music is the Yankees music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. Winkler in
the
chat said the batting average last week was Leather, Strawberry, Bullet. All right, let me go back there real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mickey was on there.
He said it was Leather, Strawberry. Where's Dare Strawberry dropped? Bullet, Sandberg. Where's Sandberg? Is he fell off?
Off. Yeah.
Malello, Nitty. Is Nitty off too?
Yep.
Ray. There's Ray. Gaines. Herzog dropped off, and Biff Markham. So we have 4 people drop off and 4 people gain. That's kind of wild.
I mean, when you got Bumpy Johnson going 4 for 4 one game, it's kind of.
I mean,
that helps.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
It does help. Let's talk pitchers for a second. Like I said, Ducati's still leading, but the numbers are going up. Ducati and Whip, Soto, just edging out Chris Lee for strikeouts per 9. Gunny, of course, will always own the fucking walks per 9. There's not even any reason to talk about anybody else for that. Strikeouts per walk, though. Look at Gunny because he's got so little walks. Where is he on strikeouts? He's at 8, so 3 behind. Is that how that averages out?
Second to last.
Keith?
3 walks.
Yeah, I feel like he shouldn't be that high, but okay. What do we got here? Innings pitched, Ducati. Although Ducati was complaining this past week about being pulled out too early.
Yeah.
Hits allowed, Ducati the only pitcher to not give up 100 hits so far this season. That's wild. If he only gives up 3 or less hits, he could be the only pitcher in the regular season to give up less than 100. You see the total runs?
My boy.
Total earned runs allowed. Walks, of course, Gunny only 13. Strikeouts. Soto leading Nate by 3. Did you know that, Soto? And let's see, Ducati with 13.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I thought he would have caught up by now, but it must be the Nate effect.
I actually thought Nate tied you.
I thought so too.
Wait,
but
hold on.
I thought he might have taken the lead because dude, when I'm telling you my pitcher did not pitch well last week, he did not pitch well last week.
Okay, other than the batting average thing jumping around all over the place, anything stick out for anybody else as we
Ducati
see?
still only has one wild pitch. What the fuck?
I don't know. Keith, are you sure all these are updated?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all he has.
I mean,
that's all he has all season.
Yep.
Except for the
Are
fucking...
you sure these are all updated as he had to clear out the stolen bases
the stolen base
category?
one.
Yeah, that's the only stat that I have.
Hey, Ray, that's the only one. Wink, wink.
Yeah, all the other ones automatically populate if you put in a number into the main tables.
Honestly, I'm quite surprised. Not wild pitches. I'm surprised with his sidearm or submarine arm, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
he has not hit more batters, more right-handed batters. I'm really
He's hit
surprised.
some batters. He's hit some batters.
Do we have that?
Hit some batters?
Do we have that stat, Keith?
No.
No,
Wouldn't that just be walks?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't count.
yeah,
No, it doesn't count as a walk though in the stats.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. Well,
No, it's a hit by pitch.
Oh, it's an HBP. Yeah, we've already had this conversation.
Yeah.
And those are not recorded as part of the stats in the game.
Well, Michael, as long as they deserved it, then that's okay.
Hey, that's one thing I'll agree with Mike on that. Yeah, some batters deserve it.
Sometimes I think Soto's actually trying to hit the umpire, but that's a whole nother discussion.
He is.
I used to at the beginning of the season. Yes, for sure.
All right, I'm just kind of scrolling through these real quick. Anybody can shout out anything they want that is worthwhile to hear while I do this.
Yeah, look at Cal Ripken Jr. right there and slugging and on base slugging. Boy, that Cal Ripken Jr. motherfucker.
Where do you see that? On which ones?
A little bit more to the left. There you go.
Yeah, OPS
Cal Ripken
and slugging.
Jr. 452 on slugging percentage, but he's also .753 on base.
Gotta love that. Although, to be honest with you, he hasn't done much these last couple of weeks. We had to drop him in the order because he was sucking so bad.
God, are people that afraid of fucking Yogi and Bumpy to get them both 12 walks? Well,
I don't know. You know what? I wonder how many intentional walks we've given up this season and who they were to. I know those are more situational. It's not like when Barry Bonds comes up, but okay. I call bullshit. I call bullshit on this. You're just making shit up now, Keith.
I'm doing it right now, and that's the numbers I've got.
Wow.
Yeah, that Wilson guy's a fucking hack.
After 1 week of Dave bragging about it, has overtaken his ass.
You know what that means? I must be due for home runs this week then.
Oh, shit.
All right, there's your stats, baby. There's your stats, folks. Let's talk about this upcoming week. For those of you who saw the schedule and never read what the fuck I actually post, the reason why there's some blanks on the schedule is we're going to flex some games based on how things go. So tonight is Giants versus A's. That'll be kicking off in 1 hour from right now. Then tomorrow we got Yankees at O's, Brewers at Mets, Cubs at Cardinals. Then the 5 o'clock game is cemented because the Yankees and O's series doesn't really matter that much. The O's are in the playoffs, and the Yankees are eliminated, so there's not a lot of excitement there. But what we will do, if the Brewers or the Cardinals win on Tuesday, they will be flexed out of the 8 or 9:30 slot, and the A's and Giants will jump in there due to the fact that the A's Giants is the marquee matchup this week. Because it's one goes to the playoffs and the other one goes the fuck home and has to play the Yankees in the Suckway Series. Based on that, I hope that both teams don't win or lose on Tuesday because I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, but we'll figure it out. The same thing goes for Thursday. Whatever happens on Wednesday based on that, we'll do the same thing on Thursday. I will make those decisions every night as soon as we log off so you'll know, what is that, 17 hours beforehand or whatever it is. As we go into the this week, before we get into Ray's rants and all that stuff, let's talk about series pick'ems, and let me go around the horn. Soto, I'm going to start with you this time. Season 2, Week 10. So Giants and A's, it's you guys, 31-11. Mob Nation thinks you are going to take care of business, take care of the Giants, and send them to the Suckaway Series as you go to the playoffs to play either, probably most likely the Mets. So your thoughts on that particular series, and you guys match up with the Giants, and if you remember how things went the last time you played the Giants.
Well, last time I'll give them credit. Last time they swept us. It was in that time where we were just up and down, up and down, up and down during the season. Yeah, we owe them something. So I definitely want to take the series at least 2-1.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to sweep them and give them that back. Yeah, and I'm just glad that we get them at home. Yeah, man, and I'm not gonna pick against the A's. So it's everybody progressed. Everybody did the best they could, and I have a little something extra for them in our lineup this week. So just changing things up a little bit, something they haven't seen before. So we'll see.
Okay.
I mean, I tried it last week a little bit, and that's the game that we won last week. So
okay, well let's see.
They're going to come out with their nuts hanging out. Jesus Christ! What's happening?
Ray, I'll skip you for now. Keith, Giants and A's, who'd you pick and why?
Man, I've said it all season that I think the A's may be the most balanced / well-built roster, of course, in the record department that hasn't exactly showed up.
Yeah.
But I still think that the A's are a very talented team, and of course they're at home this week, which helps them. The Giants, their issue all season has just been offense. They've really been struggling in that department all season. They were better last week against the Yankees than they have been recently. Granted, I think their pitching was much better than some previous weeks. For this week, I just think it's a question of if the Giants pitching can do the job, and I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to go the A's, but I think it'll be 2-1 the series.
Okay. Yogi, you've been probably the most other than the Giants players, of course, the most outspoken that the Giants are better than we thought they were. Do the Giants have a chance against the A's, and who did you pick? Did you pick the Giants for this series?
Yeah, I stick my money where my mouth is. I picked the Giants just because I think they're playing good baseball in the second half of the season. But I did like the way Keith basically just told Greg he's poor in management. You got the best team, the best roster, but you're losing.
I mean, I don't know, man. That's
a
whole nother show worth of material.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, listen,
right?
we're not controlling the players, so anything can happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Dave hit 2 home runs just a couple months ago.
Oh
yeah, exactly.
Wait, you guys knew about that? Because I was just about to tell you. I've also stolen.
You were gone, and we had the day.
Just for the record, I'm not just a power hitter. I also steal bases. Just saying.
Not as much as I see. I heard Hack Wilson is the new.
That guy's a fucking hack. Fuck that guy. All right. That brings in Ray's rant. The Diamond Massacre, aka Ray's rant. This is the Week 10 edition. We got A's and Giants. Ray, I agree. I think that. So first of all, for those of you who don't know, Chad's job has become all-consuming the last few weeks. He's had a hard time managing. Some owners have stepped up to help him out a little bit, but this week they were unable to. So I believe only 2 of the 6 players actually progressed, which is a benefit for the A's. But, Ray, the Giants have been surprising all season long. So will they be surprising again, or will the A's take care of business? Let's say what Ray has to say in the Diamond Massacre.
Thank you, oh great mob season. You have shown me there is always something to look forward to at the end of this season. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for everyone, but then again, when have I ever done that since the start of the Diamond Massacre? The San Francisco micro penises will be eliminated from postseason contention at the end of this matchup. I know what you're thinking. Ray, are you really going to side with the Athletics and Greg Soto for this matchup? I'm surprised you're not going to pull another hate watch with these two teams. First of all, I am telling Dave to get a locksmith and change the fucking locks to this booth. Seriously, get the fuck out. Secondly, I have no hatred toward the A's, believe it or not. Yeah, sure, they beat the Brewers 2 weeks ago, but that is all old history. Greg Soto is pissed off because he let Dave get the best of him. The bats were not swinging, but only because they were saving all that energy to sit the fucking ankle biters down on the couch. Soto pitches beautifully. Anastasia and Churchill will each hit a home run and fuck up that troll of a pitcher. See what I did there? Time to show them the fat hammer, A's. A perfect week for y'all as it's a 3-0 series sweep, and everyone here in the mob can enjoy a postseason without having to deal with San Fran or the flunkies. No, I'm not praising San Fran for beating the Yankees. To be honest, you shouldn't have even struggled. Everyone can beat the Yankees, right, O's? Oh, sorry.
Fuck you, Ray. I was about to give you the golf clap, and now you don't get it. Okay, so let's be fair about something. First of all,
I really like Ray right now,
dude. The San Francisco micro penis. This is the best name you've used all season.
You said my name in the Athletics. I got goosebumps.
James trolls like micro.
What is going on?
Wait, James, you said micro and then question marks. Are you trying to claim it's not even that big? I don't understand where you're going with that.
Heyo.
Heyo. All right. Okay then.
Macro.
Macro. Sorry. Yeah, that makes a lot less sense. Okay. Game number 2 this week. Yankees at O's. This is by far, in a way, the biggest gap here. Let me pull it up. 41-4. 41-4. So there's 6 human players on the Yankees. I got to look at this up. Who are the 4? Let's do the 4 that pick the Yankees. Well, mine's on there because I have to double pick. It's just Twin Screw.
So then only 3?
Yeah, so it's Delana. Oh no, that means there's 4 players that didn't. So Delaney, Daryl DeLuca, which is Mark Chisholm, and Twin Screw are the only 3 that picked the. So technically, when I take my thing off right now.
Wow.
So let me do it. I'm going to take mine off of San Francisco. So now the A's are 33-10. Took mine off of New York, so it's 41-3. I'm taking.
So Jack Gaines, Albert Begin, and the Caveman didn't vote.
And one more. Oh, and Tommy Gunn.
Oh, and Tommy Gunn.
So they didn't even vote. Real quick, let me.
They're already in Cancun. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Keith, let me start with you on this one. Yankees at O's. Yankees are eliminated. They probably don't give a shit, or maybe they do, and they want to try to play spoiler. Orioles, the last couple of weeks, they're peaking at the right time. Do the Orioles continue that and solidify what's left of their playoff spot? Because they're already in, but do they beat the Yankees in the series? Because it looks like you picked them.
Yeah, part of me kind of wanted to pick the Yankees just because it's just all bets off, and I feel like some crazy stuff is going to happen here in the last week of the season, regardless of whatever the heck has happened the last couple of weeks, which of course has been rough for the Yankees. But I don't see it happening. I just think the Orioles are too good.
Yeah.
At this point in the season. If it was a couple weeks ago, I'd go the other way probably, but of course it's not. So yeah, I'm going the O's.
What are you laughing at, Ray? Hold on, what am I?
Fucking crazy's little feet with you.
Oh, with me? I know. Isn't that hilarious? Yogi, I'll go to you next. Oh fuck! I was gonna ask you something specific. Now I got sidetracked by Crazy's fucking weird shit in the fucking chat.
The Yankees, Orioles.
I know. I don't know. Keith said something that I wanted you to follow up on. And Crazy Canuck fucked it up for everyone. So just
about 2 weeks ago, he would have picked the other way.
Oh no! Oh yeah! No! I got it. Yankees seem to play better at home. They do the Bash Brother thing or whatever in Yankee Stadium. Yeah. I think if this was switched, I would give the Yankees a better chance. But I think with the O's at home and the way they've been playing, I'd go O's all the way. It looks like you also picked the O's. So tell me why.
The O's need to be in playoff mode right now. They have the potential to give themselves a home series in the first round of the playoffs. So I would think they would be putting everything on the line to win this series and really, really rooting for Gunny McGuire as their second favorite pitcher this week.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. Soto, you got the last word here. Yankees at O's, 41-3 in the pick'em. I think that might be the worst one we've seen all season.
The Yankees lose.
That's it.
That's it. That's fucking beautiful.
That's it.
Dude, I love the short and sweet shit. Love it. All right. Well, that brings us to Ray's rant. I know how much Ray loves the Yankees, so I'm really concerned that he might pick them over the over the Orioles. But let's see what Ray has to say here in the Diamond Massacre about the Yankees at the Orioles.
Yo, a little off script. Fucking Greg Soto just stole my thunder here a little bit, but you'll find that out later in the rant. It's almost like a perfect segue into the next matchup. The Orioles showed off their O faces and took down the A's 2-1. Holy shit! They know how to win back-to-back series, even against teams that everyone thought were going to smash them, like I smashed the O's catcher. There isn't really much to say about this matchup. No, not because the Yankees decided to protest playing baseball last week, but because they are eliminated from postseason contention. We have the OG lined up for postseason. It's just a matter of positioning. I could sit here and talk shit about the Yankees for literal hours, but there's just no fun beating a dead horse, right? Actually, I have the perfect sound for them.
The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose.
Orioles take the series 2-1, and we all continue to laugh at the Yankees because they can't repeat history of being a last place team winning it all once again. Fuck the Yankees. Show me your O face, especially you, Clamsy Wamsy.
You did all that smack talking. You still picked the Yankees to win a game this week, huh? All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the O's.
Shit can happen. Shit can happen, especially with neutral fields and shit. I get it. It's all good. All right. Game number 3. This is a big one. So the Brewers, I think, just need to win one, right? Yeah. Brewers need to win one to win their division. So where am I going to start here? I guess Soto. I'll start with you. Brewers are at Mets. Now, if this was in Milwaukee, I think I would say, okay, Brewers have wrapped up the division. Mets have been playing well. The Brewers have not been playing well. Does that play here this weekend? And can the Mets at least try to force a tie? And then we got to look into tiebreakers.
I picked the Mets here, and it all hinges on Chris Lee, to be honest with you. If Chris Lee can have success against Ray, and Bumpy Johnson, and at least get some. And Yogi knows we talked about this. If Chris Lee can duplicate what my pitcher was able to do 2 weeks ago,
right?
They'll win the series. Now I don't think they'll sweep, but they'll win the series. But the whole thing hinges on Chris Lee, and he's got to take care of the top 3. If he cannot take care of the top 3, it's a wrap. The Brewers win.
So, Yogi, is Ducati the most important piece going into this weekend for the Brewers? Because if he's on his game, it's going to be difficult. But if he pitches kind of like he pitched a couple games last week, maybe the Mets do have a chance. What's your take on this? I'm assuming you picked the Brewers, but talk to me about Ducati and tell me why you think you'll win the series.
Ducati is the key piece to this team. I mean, without him pitching with a 1.33 ERA, we don't win games 2-1, 3-2, 2-0, 1-0.
Right.
That is the key to our success. He has been all season. Greg is right, though. It's the first 3 guys you have to keep off the base. But the big difference is Chris Lee's a left-hander. We've got more right-handed bats. I'm hoping that benefits us. We only need one game. So a 2-1, lose 2-1, I'm okay with that because we win the division. I'd rather sweep or win 2-1.
Right.
We haven't been swept all season, knock on wood. I don't want to start now.
Keith, I don't know who has the tiebreaker. Maybe we can look that up here in a little bit. But who did you pick for this series and why?
Yeah, this is another interesting series. I think Yogi made a great point, which I pointed out. I think I pointed out in our conversation we had the other day, Yogi, that y'all have a lot. Yeah, y'all have a lot of righty hitters, which I think that was an advantage for the Cardinals last week. But the Cardinals laid the blueprint out last week, which is basically just keep everything in the infield as much as you can, and you'll be okay. That's largely what you got to do. That and get hits off of Ducati, which the Cardinals did enough to get him out of the game, and then feast on the bullpen, which is seemingly what happens with every team in this league. And I got to say, the Mets are maybe the most consistent team as far as being able to produce offense. It's probably them, and honestly, the Cubs are probably also up there as far as just being able to get on base and score runs however you can. And that's going to be key in this league because, as Yogi just talked about, a lot of their games are low scoring, and I think the Mets are going to do it at home this week.
So, Keith, we're going to have to look up the tiebreaker for sure. I already went to you on this. We're going
None needed.
Well,
we win
just in case, you never know. Let me say this real quick. I took the Mets. I took all home teams, by the way, and I just did that right now. I hadn't made my pick'ems yet. That makes it 32-11 in favor of Milwaukee. I took the A's, O's, Mets, and Cards all at home. Ray, this is going to be an interesting one. I know you're going to take the Brewers because you're a Brewer, but I can't wait to hear why. So, Ray's Rant, the Diamond Massacre, Brewers, Mets. Let's hear it.
I gotta tell you guys, something is rumbling throughout the Mobverse. Is it the fact that Brewers lost back-to-back series? No. The fact that Ray and fucking Ray...
Hey, Zach, are you up here? Come here. Can we just take a bite? I'm on it.
That one's for you.
Huh?
That one's for you. I'm rocking for you.
Thank you. Sorry, oh wait, can you take them downstairs from them?
Yeah. Well, one of them's for me. One of them's for you.
Yeah, just whatever. Do whatever. Sorry, I took a bite out of the other one.
No, that one is for you.
Okay.
Out, fly out, pop out, you're out! Brewers need one to clinch the top spot, and we look toward getting two to reach the 20 mark. But we also don't want to be like the rest of the mob with double-digit losses. So just to end your hopes and dreams, we will take all three and coast into the postseason. 3-0 sweep by the Brewers.
Ray,
what?
I've been trying to stop you for like half your rant. I was trying to talk to Zach. And I accidentally muted you instead of me, so they didn't hear the first half. So you have to do the whole. You have to do the whole fucking thing. We've been trying to tell you, bro. Hey, real quick, hey, Clams, could you guys hear me talking to Zachary about food? That's fucking hilarious, dude. Zach brought me some food home. I thought I muted myself so I could talk to him. So you guys heard me that I didn't want, and then you didn't hear Ray. Yeah, Ray. Whatever the fuck. I still got that whole Jason Anthony fucking Miller, whatever the fucking thing in my head.
Yeah, my full legal name.
All right. So anyway, I picked the Mets. Brewers at Mets. Ray, what do you have to say?
God damn it. I gotta tell you, something is rumbling throughout the Mobverse. This doesn't hit the second time around. God damn it, Dave. There's something rumbling throughout the Mobverse. Is that the fact that Brewers lost back-to-back series? No. The fact that Ray and fucking Ray hit home runs? Nah, that's bound to happen. Is it because the Brewers are choking harder than the O's last season? Not one bit. Why the fuck are you saying that? I think it's because we all know why. Winkler is slamming himself on the ground because his team won't be hitting shit off of Ducati's arm. Coming off a clean sweep of the Cubs, we all know how that roller coaster for the Mets happened. Oh my God, they are actually great. Goes straight back down to, holy shit, it's like watching the Yankees play twice. Travis, Bullet, Luda, doesn't matter who steps up to the plate. It's a strikeout, ground out, fly out, pop out, you're out! Brewers need one win to clinch the top spot, and we look toward getting two of those to reach the 20 mark. But we also don't want to be like the rest of the mob with double-digit losses. So just to end your hopes and dreams, we will take all three and coast into the postseason. 3-0 sweep by the Brewers. Brew Crew, rise up! It's ours for the taking!
I don't know. I think that second half was better the second time, Ray. Hey, so Winkler apparently has told me 2 or 3 times in the chat that the Mets actually have the tiebreaker over the Brewers, 2-1. So, we'll see what happens. That'll be interesting. And no, I'm not drunk, Chris Lee. I just muted the wrong fucking button. All right, that brings up our last game for Week 10, rivalry week. It's Cubs and Cards, same situation as Brewers and Mets. Soto, the Mob Nation, 27-16 in favor of the Cards. Again, I think some of these closer series like Brewers, Mets, and actually not even Brewers, Mets because they took the Brewers. I feel like home field is kind of a big deal now that we're in Week 10. But who did you pick and why between the Cubs and Cards?
Cubs and Cards. Who did I pick? I picked the home team. So
Cards.
I think the Cards will. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Cards are the home team.
Yeah.
Dave,
Yeah,
you got him muted now?
I picked the Cards. Man. I think they'll take care of business, man. They'll just keep that number 1 spot and they'll keep it going.
Yeah, 27-16, Yogi, for Cubs and Cards. Who'd you vote for and why?
I took the Cards because I got some inside intel that Keith had an AI-only meeting and really got those guys pumped up for the last couple of series. Ducky Medwick, Smuckatelli, he's got those guys. Herzog.
Until Herzog had to start hitting again?
Yeah, he got them to really start hitting, and it's starting to pay off. So I think they're going to continue to hit this week, and they may be the difference again.
All right, we got a Freddie Trammell sighting in. Speaking of the Cards, Freddie, good to see you, buddy. Keith, I saved you for last on this one on purpose. You've got the Pick'ems in Mob Nation, 27-16. Tell me why you're going to take care of business at home against the Cubs.
It's going to be a repeat of last week, just without the third game. We're going to keep everything in the infield, draw on a lot of contact as what normally happens with Gunny, and we're going to continue our hitting prowess. I believe, if I remember right, Nate is a right-handed pitcher, which I think favors us in this case because a lot of our better hitters are lefties. So I think it's another good matchup for us, and we're at home. I don't see a whole lot going against us this week.
Yeah. Oh, you know what, Michael? You're right. You got a good point. Mike says these two teams, so Cards and Cubs and Brewers Mets, cannot tie. So either, yeah. I was thinking the
only tiebreakers, Orioles and Cubs, that could even possibly come into play. The only one.
Yeah, that's it. Wow. That's wild. Okay.
Because there are odd number of games being played this week.
Yeah, I see it.
Head to head.
Yep. Good point. Good catch there, Michael. All right. Our final regular season Diamond Massacre rant from Ray. Ray, Cubs and Cards, 27-16 says Mob Nation taking the Cardinals. What say you? Hold on a second.
Let me make sure.
Yeah, no, you're not muted.
Yep,
Go ahead.
Okay, I see it going. We're good. All right. Game of the week is what I would have said if the Cubs didn't choke away their series last week to the Mets. Cardinals have the same situation as the Brewers. One win away from clinching their division. Yeah, I threw up a bit in my mouth saying that. It wasn't only you guys. Giving credit where it's due, Cardinals showed up and took the series away from us with some clutch batting. What happened last week between them and the Brewers could be the championship matchup this season, but we all know how that will end thanks to last season's championship game. Right, Keith? We are getting ahead of ourselves, though. The Cubs need to pull out all the stops in order to take that top spot away from St. Louis. Do I believe in them? Does a bear shit in the woods? Does Dave actually have 475 mirrors hanging up in his office? The answer to all those questions is, I don't know. I want to say yes, but then I would just be making an ass out of myself like I was on the Yankees or the San Francisco Dwarves. I'll just take the safe route here. And by safe route, I mean I'm taking the fucking upset. Cubs take the series, but the Cards do get that magic number 1 in a 2-1 series, and we move on to the postseason where everything can go wrong. Right, Baltimore? Right, Chicago? Right, Cardinals? Still can't believe you let them win it. I still say we removed that season from the fucking history books.
I don't disagree with that. But hold on, sorry.
Can I make one reply to Ray's rant?
Hold on. Sorry. I got to do this clapping first. Three of the four rated clapping this week. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ray, the only thing I remember from last season was us beating you guys 11-1 in your own stadium to eliminate you. So
Hey, that was the Cubs. I have grown better now. I have moved past them.
All right, folks, we're on to our last segment with 5 minutes left. This ought to be good. Ray, I need a drum roll from you. We only have 4 awards. So here's the deal. I will get the week 9 ballot out this week. I really wanted to make sure we got enough voting on week 8 before I posted week 9. We didn't even get 40 votes. I had to push you guys even through today just to get the 39 votes out of 50-something people in the server. So,
hey, Dave, hurry up. We're almost at the under.
Okay, you guys need to do a better job with getting the fucking ballots done. I mean, I do too, but you guys more because I'm not you. So, all right. Let's see. Awards. The first award for week 8. I don't even know what the fuck I have here. So there's no web gem and there's no play of the week. That shit takes so much of my time. I just didn't have time to do it.
Man, so the Mark White incident isn't going to win.
I don't know. Was that 2 weeks
play of
ago?
the week?
Was that 2 weeks ago? Not last week? This is not last week. This is the weeks before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it was against the Yankees.
Okay. All right. Anyway, let's do team of the week for week 8. I don't even remember who the fuck.
God damn it, Dave.
You have that problem often, right?
You set it up perfectly, and it sounded like when you set it up.
I'm trying to find.
Hey, we're hitting the over because Dave fucks up.
No, hold on. Here we go. Really, team of the week. It was A's, Cards, Mets, and Orioles, and the winner is. It is the Athletics beat the league-leading Brewers 2-1 and tied them in runs 5-5. In second was the Orioles beating second-place Cubs 2-1, outscored them 13-9 with their first series win since week 3. That is fucking terrible. Then the Cardinals and the Mets were in last. Second award is the Player of the Week. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including Dave Dirtbag. Let's see who wins. Your Player of the Week is. Who is that? Is that Freddie? Yeah,
that's Freddie.
All right, Freddie. Freddie with 38% of the vote, followed by Calvin Klein and David Leathers for a tie, and then Art G-Man, then Dave Dirtbag, then Bob Funk, and Blitzkrieg. Last Krieg got 1, Bob got 2, and I got 3. That's it. So fuck all y'all.
Damn. No honorable mention to Bumpy?
Right.
It's 2 weeks ago.
No, it's 2 weeks ago, bud. 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Your week 8 pitcher of the week is. By the way, it's Chris Lee, Soto, Lisa, or Tommy Gunn, and it is Greg Soto overwhelmingly 69% of the vote, followed by Lisa with 18%, Chris Lee with 7.7%, and Tommy Gunn with 5.1% of the vote. And the last award for performance of the week in week 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nominees, and your winner is. Whoever purple is. Oh, it's Freddie. Freddie wins twice this week. What? All right, Freddie, 46%. He had the performance of the week was 2 home runs. What was he? 2 for 3, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. What does that say? 3 RBIs, 2 runs, and a Player of the Game award. So, followed by Soto, and then Calvin Klein, David Leathers with Bullet, and Art bringing up the rear. All right, that's a wrap, folks. Week 9 is in the books. Week 10 rivalry week kicks off or pitches off in 30 minutes with the Giants visiting the Athletics. I want to thank Yogi, Keith, Ray, and Soto for being my panelists tonight. And I will see everybody in 30 minutes. I cannot say goodnight now. I would just say, see you in 30 minutes.